Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jake, or Jakescape, and today I'll be showing off my LEGO Star Wars May 4th credit card debt haul. Yes, I know, it's May 20th when I'm actually recording this video, and probably be even later when I actually upload it, but hopefully it's worth half a month's wait because I have a lot of stuff to go over here, and I really want to show you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into the video. But just before the video starts, if you enjoy the content and want to see more stuff like this, consider leaving a like, or if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to see more of my videos. Anyways, let's get into it. So the first set, the May 1st through May 4th, credit card debt speedrun is 75407 LEGO Star Wars logo. Comes with no minifigures, goes for about $60. And I was skeptical when I first saw it on the shelves. Didn't think it'd be that good, but after I bought it and brought it home, and now, especially since it's built, it looks phenomenal. The lettering looks great. The black spots in the middle, in between lettering, looks very good. The back of it actually looks pretty good, even though it's not meant to be displayed. That looks pretty good. The play feature on the top, or maybe not play feature, but just the feature on the top, the Tantive being followed by the ISD, is pretty cool. There is one complaint I have with it though, and it's not necessarily about the build. It's more about LEGO not giving me all the pieces, you know, a 1x2 flat piece, but I guess you can live with that. It happens so often in LEGO sets, you just have to live with it. Other than that one issue, I actually think this is my second favorite set from the May wave. I love the set. It's been sitting on my desk ever since it came out, and I kind of want to see more of these types of sets, just these adult sets you wouldn't expect, you know? This is just pretty cool. All right, and the next set is LEGO 75399 Rebel U-Wing based off Andor Season 2. It comes with 4 minifigures, the ship, and it goes for $70. I think it's a little overpriced. I do still like the set, but it's a little overpriced. The minifigures are good, although they could be better, and the ship is nice, but it could be a lot better. We'll go over those minifigures first, though. We'll see what they look like now. All right, for the minifigures, we have Cassian Andor, K2SO, Dedra, and the ISD Imperial Officer. I think the minifigure selection is actually pretty good. It could be a little better on the print-wise, especially for Dedra. As you see, the legs are little to be left desired there. You see no dual printed molds, so they gotta, I don't know why they didn't do that. It doesn't cost them like almost any more to make the legs better, but all the other figures look good, especially this figure. This figure looks really good. The printing on this one looks really good, really detailed, and I really like that printing. The K2SO has updated printing. You have the logo on the side, no wear marks either. It just looks good all around. And the Cassian Andor is certainly upgraded to match Season 2 fit. It's got the back printing there. It's got the upgrade there. It looks pretty good. Not too bad. But I do think they could be a little better, especially the Dedra figure. It's a shame they still won't dual mold print the legs, but I guess LEGO is cheap, and they're always going to be cheap, so we have to live with that. One more feature that I want to mention that I forgot to mention at first, speaking of the Dedra figure, although the legs are a bit of a disappointment, one thing that isn't a disappointment is the hat and hairpiece print. That's actually a unique custom print we've only seen for this Dedra figure. It's actually very similar to the Jyn Erso figure from the U-Wing back in 2016, I believe. So I thought that was pretty cool, pretty unique. They didn't have to go all out on that, but kind of a little extra detail that I'm glad they did. But you wonder, if they could get the hair printing right, why couldn't they get the leg printing right? I don't know. LEGO's weird. They're not going to be 100% accurate with what they do. They're hit or miss a lot of the time, but I guess you take what you can get. Now it's time to talk about the ship and why I think it's a good ship, but it could be a little better. So first off, the ship actually looks pretty good. I've seen a lot of complaints about the engine size being a little too big, but or being too blocky. And I guess maybe right there I could see an issue, but I'm not that nitpicky about it. I think it looks fine. The ship itself actually looks fine, maybe a little more to scale with how everything needs to be. And I noticed in this one, the wings actually open up easier than the 2016 U-Wing. So, again, I like that. The wings can fully extend like the 2016 U-Wing, like any U-Wing should be able to do. I like how it looks in full display. It's actually a pretty large ship when you have the wings fully extended. You put them back. You just pull on the ball joint there. Comes back in. It's a pretty easy design, very simple mechanic, the small little details in the back. You have a play feature actually right there where you press that part in and it lifts this up. Again, they did it for the 2016 U-Wing. I I don't know why. It's not that hard to just 2 fingers. Maybe they do it like you. If you can't do it with 1 finger, they have to put something in there. I don't get it. You have the 2 little play fire things there. You have stud right here, right? You have stud launchers here. I don't have them in. I'm terrible with studs, or with the stud fires, whatever the hell they are. I'm terrible with them, so I never do that. So I just take them out. My biggest complaint is actually the inside, right? Let's go to the inside. First off, I can't open it, right? I don't have big hands. By any means, I don't have big hands, but I can't open it. But let's talk about the inside, all right? It's small. It's tiny. And let me give you reference. I actually took out about 2 levels worth of bricks in there. That's 2 levels smaller than it is, right? This is much smaller, and that's just to fit normal figures. 2 normal figures in there. To fit it in, you have to take out everything inside of it. And because of that, I run into the problem a lot where this piece will actually just come off. It comes off super easy without the actual like connecting piece to the long piece at the bottom and those 2 in the middle. It comes off really easy. That's my biggest complaint about the ship. I think it looks good outside of that, but wow, Lego, for everything that you can do, you really just didn't give your A game on this part. I do like the rest of the ship. Again, it's a very nice looking ship. You have details there, detail there, on the top, everything. It's a nice looking ship, but maybe next time you make a ship, you don't make the doors either so flimsy if you try to adjust it, or you give us more space on the inside. So, and because of that, I actually got a second U-wing. And because I didn't like the inside of it so much, I actually went to Republic Bricks, or Rebrickable, sorry. And I made a custom. I found a custom gunship that looks like this. It comes with all the figures, and this is what it looks like. I put 2 pilots in it, and so it holds, but this can actually hold 4. Confidently can hold 4 figures inside of it. It looks really good. I'm actually shocked. I've never been to Rebrickable, and I've never even considered it, but when you put the U-wing and you put the gunship next to this U-wing custom gunship, it looks pretty good. I still prefer the U-wing, but the interior space of that gunship is just unbeatable. I think it's just really cool. Maybe if one day they'll give us something actually with that much interior space, and we won't complain about it, but I'm going to complain until they do. Hey, Jake here. So during the editing process, I noticed the sound quality got really bad, and it's because the mic that I got to connect to my phone stopped working. So the rest of the video, it's going to be through my phone's mic, so it's going to sound a little worse. So hopefully you can bear with me. I'm sorry about that. I didn't notice it till much later, and it was like an extra hour to record all that, so I didn't really feel like going over it. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's manageable, and sorry for the inconvenience. So the next set is Lego 40755 Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder. This is not a new set. This has been around for about a year. I have a couple of these, but I did pick one up. I can't resist it. You do get 3 Stormtroopers in a dropship, and 1 Stormtrooper to pilot, and you get 3 Rebel Scout Troopers in the speeder. They're both pretty good builds, I'll say. This is not my favorite build because it only holds 2 Stormtroopers, and it only lets out for 2. I wish it could actually hold all 3. It is what it is. I guess I can't complain. The Scout Speeder, though, is actually pretty good. Holds 2 plus the 1 up there. It's detachable right there, so you can take it off, place it down anywhere you want. I think I took more studs than I wanted to. It looks good, though. I for $40, I think maybe it could have been $35, maybe something lower. I still think it's a pretty good set. I've got a couple of them, mainly because I want more of the Fleet Troopers. And the dropship, I guess, is cool, but that's not the reason I really get them. I get them for mainly the Stormtroopers and the Fleet Troopers, and even the Scout Speeder. Scout Speeder is pretty nice. It's a pretty good build, simplistic build. There's not really much else to say. I do wish, again, they would give you a pilot, or maybe not even a pilot, but another area to dropship. I know in the previous one, the actual dropship that come out went around the side. So I wish they did that for this one still, but they didn't, and I guess I just can't complain. 3 Rebel Fleet Troopers and 3 Stormtroopers, that's what you pay for. It's a good set, nothing much else. And for the final Lego set that I bought in the Lego store on May 1st would be the 75376 Tantive 4 MIDI scale 18 plus set. Now, I got it for $60. I don't think it's worth $80, and quite frankly, I don't think it's worth $60 either. But it was a set I kind of wanted for a while, and when it went on discount to $20 off, I figured this is the only time I could really get this. I didn't really want to wait till it went almost retired, so I just picked it up. And surprisingly, despite what I've seen online about it, it's actually pretty well built. I think it's fairly detailed. I know people complain about the scale, but I'm not a scale type of guy. I mean, you have details on the engines, they look good, the detail on the rest of it, printed pieces at the top. Oh no, those are actually stickers. Sorry, I just gave them too much credit. Details on the bottom. It looks pretty good. Nothing too special. You have escape pods that can pop off like they would in the actual movies and actual ship. I think it's cool. You have the dish on top. It actually moves pretty well because it's a Technic piece. I think that's really unique. It's overall, it's an okay set. It's nothing special. I think it's probably not one of my favorite MIDI scale ships, but it still has some pretty good details. It could be better, could be cheaper, but there's not really much else to say about it. It's just an overall okay set. So I discussed what I bought in the Lego store now, but I'm not technically done with the Lego store because when you buy a certain amount and you spend a certain amount of things on May 1st to May 5th, you get a gift with purchase. These are the both that came with mine. I didn't buy Slave One or Jango Fett's Starship. I didn't buy that, so I only got the two. The first one here is the Millennium Falcon. It's the mini scale, and I could have gone without it. It's just a mini scale, and frankly, it's worse than the one that actually came with a minifigure. I mean, it looks okay. I guess you have the blue for the engine back there, but I mean, it's a mini scale. It's not really like important. It's a small one. They sell for like $2 at Walmart or Target. It's not a cool ship. It's just gift with purchase. It's free, whatever, right? This is the main gift with purchase that you wanted to get. It is the 40765 Camino Training Facility. It actually looks pretty cool. 190 pieces. It's a gift with purchase. Obviously, it's not supposed to be that many pieces. I don't plan on opening it for a while. Maybe I will open it one day. Maybe I'll give it away or something. No plan on opening it. It's just something that is here. It looks cool. You have 3 clone cadets. You have the training pod from Attack of the Clones. You have training there and a gun rack there. I mean, it's cool. I actually kind of like it. It's not as good as last year's, but it's good. But I have no plan on opening it. Maybe one day I'll give it away, though. So just stay tuned, I guess. So for this next section of the show off of what I got for the May 1st through May 4th credit card debt speed run, this is actually going to be the Bricks and Minifigure side. Bricks and Minifigure is a store not affiliated with Lego, but sells Lego products individually in either sets, full sets, or individual ships or minifigures, or just blocks. It's actually a pretty good store, but I got 2 things from Bricks and Minifigures on May 4th when they had all their ships out, and I want to show them now. So the first one I got is Lego 75247, I think. If I didn't get it right, I'll edit it in the video. It's Poe Dameron's X-Wing from The Rise of Skywalker in the orange and white. I actually really like this one. It's my favorite X-Wing of all time, probably. It was $45, actually. I know, expensive for just an X-Wing, but it's pretty cool. It uses the 2018 Luke Skywalker's X-Wing stuff where it actually has the pull tab there to lift the wings. Pulls them up in full position when you pull it, and then that part at the bottom, when you press it, it snaps back down. It's cool. They say this is fragile on the front. I've never had an issue with it. It looks really good. The inside of it looks good. I think it looks pretty good. You have the unique engine features there. I like the colors personally. $45. I could have gotten more, but I'm happy with what I got. And the last set we have for Bricks and Minifigures is the Lego U-Wing, or set 75155, released in 2016 for Rogue One. And I bought this for a staggering $170, but came with the full U-Wing intact, no pieces missing. It came with all 5 figures, but $170 is a lot, and damn it, you'd believe I ran into credit card debt as fast as humanly possible after this. But wow, I'm actually pretty amazed. Outside of some of the engine sagging that I see here, obviously it's a 9-year-old set by now, so it's gonna have a little bit. It's actually in great shape. There is no like sun bleaching or anything, and I'll show it a bit better later. There's no real conditional issues with it. This one I actually have kept the stud shooters in for demonstration purposes, of course, but first we're going to focus on the minifigures here. All right, and for the minifigures, we have 2 Rebel fighters. We have Cassian Andor, Jyn Erso, and a U-Wing pilot. I think the 2 Rebel fighters here are the best Rebel fighters we've ever gotten. The level of detail on this guy, especially, this guy is crazy. Back printing is really nice there. Then you have the alien here. His head mold is pretty good. The printing on him is good. The back print on him is really nice. I think it's a really great figure there. You have the U-Wing pilot. Only time we've had this U-Wing pilot released. Looks good. Very different from the microfighter U-Wing pilot. And again, no U-Wing pilot for the newer U-Wing. But you have the old Cassian Andor. Oop, I just hit my camera. You have old Cassian Andor from Rogue One. You have certainly the older style where he has the long boots on. He has the hair and he has the stubble on. The actual printing, though, is pretty good. I actually like it. Very basic back printing except for the fur coat top part, but it looks pretty good outside of that. And my favorite figure of this is Jyn Erso. Now, unfortunately, you can't really see much of the actual printing because the cloth piece is covering it. I mean, there's a little bit from the back. I'm not going to take all of it off. And the front, probably, I just hit my camera again trying to get this up. It's not be able to get all of it. I'm not going to mess with it too much. The cloth looks pretty good, though. I say pretty good, but it's really good, really unique. Has both the weapons on there. Really good. Has the satchel on there. I think it's really good. And the hat hair piece, like I was saying with Dedra earlier, this one is really nice because it's a very, very unique one. I don't think LEGO would ever do this again. This is probably my second or third favorite figure overall that I own in general. They're just a good set of LEGO figures. And it makes sense because this is one of the best sets of the 2010s, in my opinion, at least. And now we have the actual U-Wing ship. The ship is much bigger than the newer U-Wing, I'll admit. Really just a lot bigger. The engines are actually smaller and they're more round. I think that's probably one of my favorite things about it, outside of it just, being bigger. The level of detail on top is actually about the same, if not maybe a little worse than the new one. But to be fair, the new one is 9 years newer. You still have the same feature on this one where you press either one of these two things, slide them forward, and it's going to pop that up. Again, it's a cool feature to have. Don't really know why you'd need it, but it's a cool feature to have. Speaking of which, let me get that back open. You can actually see through it to the glass part down there. If I can actually get it on camera, you can see my fingers down there. That's because this glass piece, which sags a bit, this glass piece there, which does sag when I move my camera up, you can see right through the entire thing. I wish it didn't sag as much. You see there's a bit of sagging right there, but it's pretty good. It's actually one of the most unique build designs I've seen. For this one, and I'm going to struggle with this mightily because these wings, when I bought them, were a little stiff, so bear with me. There's that one, and there's that one. Actually, a little easier that time. Maybe I said it out loud. I wanted to prove me wrong, huh? This is a big ship. This is a much bigger ship when fully extended than the new U-Wing. And it's not to be overstated that the new U-Wing is just like small. It's still a big ship when it's extended, but this is just massive. Unexplainably huge. You can, again, click it out. There's no good way when I'm holding with one hand, so let me move my other hand on it while I do that. The ball joints, click them in there. Get the other one, click it in there. Looks good. They have 2 flick fires, and you click them right there. This one too. They actually fire pretty good. I kept them in because I think having individual flick fires are, really good. My favorite part about this ship, though, is easily this. Easily this part. As you can see, the doors, they're a little different than the new U-Wing doors, and I'll show you why. If I can open these doors, it's because it actually opens up. Now, ignore the 2 figures inside of it. There's not enough light to really show it. I put 2 random figures inside of it because I didn't want to ruin those nice figures there. But you can actually open it up and swing out gunner spots. Now, supposedly, you can fit 4 figures. And as you can maybe see, this piece just broke off. I'll put that back on in a bit. As you can maybe see inside, though, when I light it up, I have 2 figures in there, and theoretically, you can fit 2 more figures right there, and then counter on the other side there with this gun piece that sticks out. I think it's good that it has it sticking out, but I think it was a little overhyped how much of a difference that the pull door was and the fold door. I actually personally like the function of this U-Wing, how the doors pull down because you have more ease of access inside rather than trying to shove your fingers into that little hole that you can't really fit that deep in. This one has the better door function, although it's not accurate. This one has the bigger... it's got the bigger storage by maybe 1 or 2 figures at max. But I guess sometimes I'd be a little picky when it comes to LEGO. One more thing I kind of want to do before I finish the Brick and Minifig part. especially with both U-wings in front of me. I would kind of want to compare them, not a super long segment. Size-wise, as you can see, it's kind of significant, especially when you put them, let me put them side by side more, particularly like this end to end. It's a little more noticeable. This one's clearly bulkier. This one's more slim, less studs showing though, which is what I hoped. Kind of wish this one did, is way less studs showing. This one kind of has the studs look. This one looks a little more sleek. The wings look more sleek than the big bulky wings you see on the U-wing here. I just broke that off because again, I can't actually get the U-wing wings out on this old one without damn near destroying it every time. Another big thing, features, the door slides open on that side, but on this one, it folds down. I kind of like the slide open when it's on the ground, but when you're placing figures inside of it and you can lift it up, this one seems more optimal because you could do that. But with how little space there is, you can't really do that because, again, you push too hard on that down. Oh, and look, it came off already. Shocker. And the last real thing I want to harp about this is cockpit size. So as you see, this one, you can actually see through the cockpit to the bottom. We've seen that experiment earlier because there's actual, windowed Lego piece down there, and it's pretty good. This one you cannot, and in fact, this one is very tiny. So we'll get a size reference of Andor sitting in there. Ooh, actually, both the doors fell off. That's a big thing. He's sitting in there, not very comfortably, not very bright either. He has to lay down just to get this to close, while the old one, he is just chilling. This guy is sitting in there nice and deep. He's just chilling down there. He's not really complaining about life. And you could shut this, and he's got plenty more room over there. This one clearly is the better one. Not to say this one's bad, but this one has a lot of real misses that this one just didn't really have. So clearly this one's better. I'm glad I have both of them, but this one's better for some things. This is better for a few things. Now for this final section, we are doing online sources only, so no more Brick Minifigure, no more Lego, just eBay and whatnot remaining. And to start that, we actually have Lego Republic Striker Class Starfighter 9497. It is an old set. This is, I believe, what, 14 years old, 13 or 14 years old at this point. This just came as a ship. I got this for about $22 online, which is actually kind of a steal considering the lowest I found as of yesterday was $35 to $40. So I'll take the steal when I can. It's a pretty nice ship. I like the functions. The cockpit's pretty nice. Although the old cockpit piece I noticed from the early X-Wings is kind of weird. This piece comes up. You have places to hold like lightsabers. The engine piece is actually pretty cool. What my kind of favorite part of this is, it's the extendable wings and the adjustable guns there. Those are on both sides. And then underneath it, you have 4 flick-fire missiles, 2 on each side. They flick off. Not the best. Yeah, not the best at all. I got this mainly because it looked cool. I kind of like the Old Republic a bit. I know it's not very accurate, but it's still a cool-looking ship. So that's really the only reason I got it, but I'm happy with the purchase. It's probably my second or third favorite just individual fighter ship. And for the last set of this video, we have 75188 Lego Resistance Bomber from the Last Jedi, my mistake. And it's actually a good looking set, for how bad the movie was. I always heard this set was really good, but I was skeptical of it. But looking at it now, it's a massive set. Look, this is a hand size scale to the set. It's a huge set. Massive set. I can barely fit it into the screen here. I've got to put it so far back. It's a very nice build though. I took it apart, rebuilt it after I clean it. I usually do it after I get sets off Amazon. It's pretty nice. It came with 3 figures. I'll show those 3 off, but I did load it full of other figures. I'll show those off later. So let's get more deeper into the minifigures now. Now for the minifigure lineup, since it is eBay, it only came with 3 and not the full 5 that it came from, but it did come with the most expensive, the Vice Admiral Holdo. I don't really like her character that much. I think she was actually an okay part of The Last Jedi. Apparently, the figure is kind of expensive, and when I tell you the price in a second, you'll be surprised how cheap I got it compared to the figure. Another editor note. Man, I'm really good at this, by the way. I never actually mentioned the price. I was looking through the clip, and I could have sworn I mentioned it. The Holdo figure is worth around $30, give or take. And the actual ship, I bought it for $80 total, which is really cheap on the market. It's super cheap. So That's the number, since I just somehow forgot to mention it. And the build. I also have this bomber pilot down there. As you see, he has, let me actually pull him out too. Might as well pull both of them out in a second. He has the special bomb breather because it's supposed to be open in the bottom. He has to be able to get air. And the top one comes with the second bomber. Now, I don't know why I put them in the gun turret. They probably should be inside of it, more accuracy, but they look cooler when you can see them. And so I kept them there. Those are the 3 figures it came with. They are actually pretty high-quality figures, all considering. I do think, as bad as the movie was, the Lego sets are pretty good. So those are the figures. Let's get in the set now. All right, now let's get to the set. The set actually looks really good, like I said before. It's very tall. Mainly this part of the whole thing right there actually holds the bombs that drop out from right there. I can't get a better lighting in there, but you'll see in a second when I drop the play feature. So they come out there. We have a total of, I believe, 6 minifigures in there. We have 2 in here, 2 pilots in the front. We have 1 in there. We have the 2 gunners out here, the ones I showed already. And inside this compartment, we have 1 sitting inside here, just relaxing. So a cool little feature about this is it does have stud shooters. I don't have them in, obviously. I don't enjoy them that much. Let me raise these antennas a bit. Is you can actually raise these up and drop the bombs inside here on both sides. Printed pieces or stickers put on top. They look pretty good. The design is pretty good on all these. And now I'm going to show you the fun play feature. I believe it's right there. Where is it? Where is it at? Oh my god, where is it at? It's somewhere around here. I can't really get my fingers on it. Ah, there it is. So you press in down there, and the bombs start to come out. And I'll hold it. I'll try to get a better angle on this. Actually, let me turn it around and grab it from the back like this. Bombs will drop. Another will drop. More will drop. And there are 6 total. 6 total bombs in there. 1 did fall on the floor. I'll pick it up later. Outside of that, though, it's a pretty unique play feature. It's certainly one of a kind. I don't think Lego will ever remake something like that again. Here's the front view. As you see, it's supposed to have a little gun on the bottom there. The front view, it looks really nice. It's really tall, really wide. It's actually one of my favorite Rebellion ships that I've gotten recently. I really love it. I think it's a great ship. I wish they did more unique custom ship designs like this, because this is just really good ship, really great design. Lego, do more of them. Come on, just do more of them. It's a money printer right here. And finally, for the last parts and last Legos for the May 1st through May 4th credit card debt speed run are 3 minifigures. You have Rebel Sabine Wren, you have Nair from the Freemakers Adventure, whatever the hell it is. I don't really remember. And you have Jack 14. I think they're cool. I think in order, my favorite would probably go Jack 14, Nair, and then Sabine Wren. Sabine Wren figure is okay. One thing is the arms were actually a bit loose. Yeah, this arm is a bit loose. It is what it is, I guess. I have the newer Sabine Wren. It looks cool. The Nair is cool because when you take the hair off, because I do have the robe as well, and take the hair off her, if I can take the hair off her, you have the other side, you actually have the Sith version, which is cool. You have the, I don't know if it actually came with this, but it's like the Asajj Ventress and Dooku style hilt. And that's pretty cool. And the Jack 14 is just really cool. I mean, when are you going to see another Force-sensitive clone that Lego makes? You'll never see it. They'll never make it again. The detailing is actually really good considering this is a 10-plus-year-old figure. It looks really good. The arm looks really cool. I'd never really peeped it, but the arm looks really cool. The head is super unique. For back then, it kind of mimics what the new ones are with the eyes, the crazy eyes. As the all-blue Force eyes and the back. I mean, look, that's just kind of cool. I think these are really cool. These figures are just unique. I saw the Jack 14 and the Nair in a Bricks and Minifigure, and I picked them up. And then I actually got Sabine from a Whatnot stream where I accidentally bid on her, but I won. I guess I'm not complaining, but I didn't really want her. But I'm stuck with her now. Hey, I'm stuck with her, so I guess she's part of the Lego family, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's all the Legos I got from May 1st to May 4th. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video, it's probably going to be a really long one, but if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you guys in the future video. Have a good day and be good people. Bye-bye.